There we go. Okay. What in the heck is that? I can't tell where that thing's at. What is that? What is that? What is that? Ooh, I don't know what that is. That's weird. Okay. Huh. I don't know. How can I have 9 likes if there ain't nobody in here? Alright, yo. We've got our after chat going. We're waiting on people to come in. So I'm going to fix it to where I can't upset people. I'm going to do a test here on a hiding mechanism so that people don't get upset if I haven't smoked. Yeah. Does it go there? Yep, it's right there. I think everybody's still in the other one. I don't think it's all went down yet. It may not be showing that I've come up yet. Hey, Miss West. How are you, honey? I had to get on to one of our boys. If you don't go to the hospital tomorrow, he better call me. I will find it, huh? I am doing good. I am doing good. But we've got a sick boy or a sick man. But you know how guys are when they get sick, they act like boys. But we've got a sick man in our group that instead of telling me, hey, I ain't got a way to get to a doctor, he waits to tell me today after he's been sick for a month. But supposedly there's supposed to be somebody coming and taking him to the doctor in the morning, so. If you don't mind, Miss West, will you and West please put Mr. Frank Burns in your prayers? He's not doing too goodly. He's not feeling good. I wish he'd have told me when he first got sick that he didn't have a way to get to the doctor. I'd have got him there. So, anyway, I had to get onto him like he was a child a while ago. Yeah, he got poisoned. One of his neighbors poisoned him. His neighbor poisoned the yard and the chemical filled Frank's house. All sorts of stuff. He's been sick now for over a month. So yeah, he's been poisoned. I think he told me It was one day last week. He just told me he was sick. He thought he had the flu or something, or a bad cold. And then he finally told me one day last week what had happened. And he told me he was getting better. But you know, if he's saying, okay, I'm going to the doctor tomorrow, he ain't getting no better. So I told him, I said, from now on, you tell me if you don't have a way to get to the doctor, I will drive 4 hours to take you to the doctor. That's not a big deal. Don't know what I'm gonna do with these boys. Yeah, it's horrible. He don't know what his neighbor used. Thank you, Red. So, Red, Matt got a hold of you. How's he doing? I hate the delay, y'all. I hate the time lapse in between talking. But I'm hoping to get Frank fixed up tomorrow. I have a feeling they may end up putting him in the hospital. Bless his heart. And if he does, he better let me know what room he's in and what hospital he's at. Well, that's good. That's good, Red. So, and you know, while he's in there, he may get to fill out for a grant to go to school on. They may help him, teach him a trade. So, that would be nice. Yeah, he needs to go to counseling. He also needs to go to a school that will teach him a trade. Because he can learn a trade. He may have trouble reading and all that stuff, but he can learn a trade. Okay, they have places that can teach him to read. It doesn't matter if he can read or not. They can teach him to read. He can go to the library to learn to read. That's up to him. He can learn it. But you don't have to always know how to read to learn a trade. Hey, Kristen, where is John? I don't know. He probably got aggravated because I got on to him. Oh, hold on, Kate. Hold on, I'll get her. Hey, John. John's coming. I went in there and pushed on her and said, "Hey, John, somebody wants to say hi to you." She goes, "Oh." You gonna tell him hi?
Hello.
Alright, what did Kristen do? What did you do today? Hey, Jamie. Miss West said, "There's John. Hello, sweetheart."
Hello. Help.
Good Lord, that thing's bigger than me. There you go. Get your goldfish and go.
Okay.
Cat, please go away. I really don't feel like dealing with you. Her real name is Katie, but Mrs. West and West S aggravator calling her, well, West started it. He called her John, just to aggravate her. So now people call her John, and she gets embarrassed. Oh, she loves those goldfish. Oh, what did you step on? Ow. Ow. That made my toes draw up. Made my toes draw up and my knees hurt. That, oh. I ain't had a tetanus shot and I don't know how long. Every time I had surgery, they said, "Well, have you had a tetanus shot?" I don't know. Oh, you probably have. Well, I've had probably, I know of 8 surgeries and ain't had no tetanus shot, so. I don't remember. The last time I remember having a tetanus shot is when I was a little kid. They'll just say, "Well, if you had a surgery, you had a tetanus shot." Okay. And still not give me one, so. All right. See, I ain't had a tetanus shot since I was a kid. I've stepped on things, I've had surgeries, and the doctors just tell me, "Oh, if you've had surgery, you've had one then recently." Well, you're the doctor that gave me the surgery, so obviously you didn't give me one. Yeah, I ain't got lockjaw. It'd be kind of hard. I like to talk too much. Miss West will tell you I'll talk your ear off. So what's Mr. S up to tonight? I don't like needles. I do not like needles. They can show me a needle and I'll start getting queasy. I'll start getting queasy at my stomach. I would not make a doper. I'll be alright. I don't, I don't like needles. I'm like my brother. I could make a junkie if my life depended on it. Don't like needles. I'm a wimp when it comes to needles. That's just like when I busted my head open. They said, "Well, you want us to deaden you?" And I said, well, how many pokes does it take to deaden me? They said 4. I said, how many pokes does it take to get the thing and just get me stapled up? He said 5. I said, forget the deadening, just shoot in the staples. They shot in the staples without deadening me. I said it was just one more poke, and I'd end up having 3 extra pokes. So, well, I understand that. I understand it. I understand it, Red. So, I don't. They can stitch me up, they can do whatever as long as they don't start poking me with needles other than what they're stitching me with. I'm okay. I was told I have an extremely high pain tolerance. I might have an extremely high pain tolerance, but I don't have a high tolerance of needles. I'll pass right out. I don't like some. Last time they drained fluid off my leg, I told that doctor, I said, if I pass out, you better get it because you ain't going to get the second opportunity to drain the fluid off. So he got me while I was out. Don't like them, don't like them, don't like them. Oh. Okay, I've got Leland on my prayer requests. I've had him on there or on my prayer list. I've had him on there for probably a month, 2 months now. So I keep Leland on that. I keep Leland on that list until y'all tell me he's completely healed. He's gonna be on that list. Cat, please go away. You're welcome, hon. Do you have any Epsom salt? If you do, soak that foot in some Epsom salt. It'll help. Ta-da! Miss West is good at reading minds. That's something you need to keep on hand, Kristen. You can get Epsom salts from Dollar Tree for $1. You need to keep that stuff on hand. Bad prepper. Keep Epsom salts on hand. Yes, you can get it. Comfrey will help, but it won't soak up into it like Epsom salts would. Well, I guess you can make a comfrey tea and let it cool off and stick. Don't let it cool too much, but enough that it's tolerable. You could make a comfrey tea and soak your foot in that. Yeah, and some baking soda. Oh my goodness gracious, girl. But yeah, you can make you some good comfrey tea, not rotting, okay? Some good comfrey tea. Go get you some comfrey leaves. Take them inside, put them on the stove, and boil them. We don't need rotten crap in there. That kitty drives me bonkers. Ask Mrs. West. She don't have nothing to do with me until I get on here. They've been here, they've witnessed it. She don't have a darn thing to do with me until I get on my lives or on the video, and then that's when she wants everything to do with me. I don't know what's wrong with her, but she ain't normal. But that's like when Miss West and West was here. She stayed hid. She stayed hid. But when I got on the live, oh, buddy, here she was. Yeah, you need to do some stalking. Well, I wouldn't really. After so long, April, it's just us talking. We're still talking about prepping stuff. But it was more of just a talk. Oh, I know. Trust me, I got kids at home too. Or a kid left at home. And grandbabies on most weekends. So I understand where you're coming from. I went and stocked up on a little more stuff tonight. Rick was looking at me like I was nuts. He said, I realized why I quit taking you to the grocery store with me. I said, why is that? He said, I can get out of here for $150. And he said, every time I bring you, it costs $250. I said, because I buy extra. He goes, I know. I'm cheating 2 days in a row, y'all. I had ice cream last night, and I'm having a Coke today. And yes, it's a Coca-Cola. Okay, y'all, he's back out here. See you, love you. Love you too, Kristen. I'm doing good. I had issues about a little after midnight. But I'm doing good. Hold on. Crazy cat. Not Miss West. Dad Burnett, I almost say your name every time. It's so hard to keep from saying your real name. You don't know how hard that is for me. Even with the Mrs. West in front of me, it's so hard not to call you by your name. So if I screw up, please forgive me. But I won't say your last name. Yeah, she's just crazy. Look at this. Watch. Look at this. She's a crazy cat. Oh, Lord. So, what did everybody do today? Rick and I, after our earlier discussion, Rick and I went to town and we gathered up a few more things to have on hand. Because it never hurts to add a little extra. And a few things I was running low on. There you are. There you are. I was worried about you. Oh, good night, Marlo. You take care, sweetie. Thank you for coming by. Oh, you was working? Well, I had forgot to do my $5 video. And I said, to heck with it. I'll go on live. That way, if anybody has any questions, they can ask me right there and then and I can answer them. I think it would be a lot easier for people. That way they're not, if they're confused about something, I can answer it right then. But I had forgot to, You don't want to take you to Walmart? There was these kids the other day. Well, there was a grown man too. They were playing Marco Polo in Walmart. And this man walked by me and he said, Marco. And I looked at him and said, Polo. He turned and looked at me and he just turned beet red. He was playing Marco Polo with these kids. What are you doing, crazy cat? Crazy cat, crazy cat. Oh, you went to your sister's farm and fed the chickens, dogs, and cats. Cool. I thought I had another chicken missing. I was upset today. Went out there and couldn't find one of my chickens. She was back in on the roost tonight, so I don't know where she was hid. She's probably hid from a rooster. I don't blame her. They get to chasing her and going crazy. So. Now, at times, y'all, because I don't want to get in trouble by the tubes, so when I decide I'm going to have one of these, I'm going to stick up one of these. And she loves me. She's a pain in my patoot. I love her too, but she gets on my nerves more than I love her. I'd have to say I'd miss her if she's gone, but I'd sure like to give it a try. Does that sound horrible? I wish I had a way to I don't know if it'd work. For all of y'all that does live streams, is there a way while you're doing a live stream that you can switch the picture on your phone to where if you decide, say you want to have an adult beverage, or if you want to have one of these, you can't get in trouble. Any suggestions on that? Because now they're saying if you have one of these, they're not going to let you be monetized. And after so long of not, having one of them, you get a little bit on the edge. I get nervous. So I'm open for suggestions. So who all does lives on their phone? My lives just keep going in and out. I know it is, Cheryl. I know. That's what we was talking about the other day. People can drink and people can do other things on here. But heaven forbid if you have one of these or even mention it. Yeah, if you even mention one of these. I don't have a dowel stick. They'd probably swear up and down it was one of those and still block my rear. You know how they are. Well, I could move the camera to where y'all could see other things other than me. That wouldn't be hard. Matter of fact, I could probably just tilt my phone a little bit. It's just aggravating, Because either way, you're making them money. Either way, you're making that company money. They're just wanting to make it hard on you to where you can't have money. I mean, heck, I ain't received no money anyway. I've still got 1,500 hours to go before I can I can move me before I can even get monetized. And that's what's funny is because on that bladesomething.com, it's showing I'm getting paid, and I'm sitting there laughing. I said, well, I would love to see this money that I'm getting paid because I ain't made a dime. It says that I make anywhere from like $3 to $60 something a month. I would love to see it because I haven't received none of it yet. YouTube does care. If YouTube sees me doing that, my channel will never get monetized. Because they say it's not advertisement worthy. It's not family friendly, but showing beer, showing pot, and everything else is. That's what I ain't figured out. But right now they're just taking people down one deal at a time. But since so many states have legalized the other, they can get on there and smoke it like crazy. And this is legal. That's what I don't understand. This is legal. Beer is legal. People can't advertise cigarettes no more, though, because it's offensive. Why isn't advertising beer offensive? People's got priorities, bass ackards. Yes, ma'am, I sure have. But yet they want to pick on the smaller channels that smoke. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. But they want to pick on the smokers because it's not politically correct. I've seen channels smoking pot, and that is okay. But heaven forbid you smoke a cigarette. You smoke a cigarette, and excuse my language here, y'all, I'm just going to get blunt. All hell breaks loose. A cigarette don't get behind a wheel and run down an innocent person. Exactly, Dave. Exactly, Dave. I know, Bonnie, but they don't want you to be honest. They want you to be fake. I can't be fake. One of these may cause cancer. Keyword, may. May. Alcohol, you get behind a car and you have a wreck, 9 times out of 10, you're going to kill somebody. But you only have 1,500 watch minutes? Well, I have 2,500 watch hours. I've still got 1,500 watch hours to go to get monetized. But according to Blade whatever, I'm making anywhere from, I want to say 20 something to $64 a month. I don't remember. Hey Daily G's, how are you, darling? That's right. I know people that's never smoked a day in their life and never been around smokers, and still, guess what? They've got cancer. Do you know why they have cancer?